Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is a bonus read, Taurus. I don't know why I can't start this reading. I'm telling you, this is time number 5. Why don't you want to tell me anything? What's going on? Oh, there's some crazy stuff going on planetarily, but you'll have to check with either an Aquarius or somebody who is an astrologer for all of that. Yeah, there's a lot of energy going on. Venus in Aquarius, I think, and Kazemi happening tomorrow, and yikes. Go find yourself an astrologer. They'll explain all of that stuff. Somebody's about to say something to you. That's what it feels like. Somebody's about to release something, say something, be honest about something. That's what this Kazemi's about. Someone's about to say it. Tell me about Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus. We've got the King of Wands. We've got the Seven of Wands. Someone who's been holding themselves back is about to stand up for themselves. It feels like someone here has been in their comfort zone, been quiet with you. It probably feels like rejection to you, and maybe you're upset about it. But I want to say that the King of Wands, they have wisdom, and this King of Wands is not someone who burns the whole forest down. This is a person who practices a control burn. They're control of their passion. So I want to say that this particular King of Wands is somebody who could be, listen, this doesn't mean that you're dealing with a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. Please understand, I'm an energy reader. This is the energy of the King of Wands. So this could be any sign that is acting in the King of Wands energy, whereby they are holding themselves back or holding back their passion, or they have been. I think that this person is somebody who is, they could quite likely be a fire sign, possibly, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They could be a water sign as well, though, right? Because we have this Four of Cups here. I think this person has been quiet with you, or in their comfort zone, being really quiet, it feels like they're trying to stabilize their emotions, possibly, just in the moment before they stand up. They stand up for themselves. Somebody here is about to stand up. Tell me what's going on here. And it is somebody who's been holding back. So I think I was sort of saying that at the very beginning. It does feel like somebody's been holding something back. And I feel like this Venus in Aquarius and this Kazemi coming up is just going to make somebody say something. This person has been holding back and they don't like it. It makes them sad that they're holding back. But I really do feel that there's somebody here who has a lot of boundaries or is afraid to stand up. Like, I don't think it's fear. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's fear. I think it's decision, because we've got 2 swords stuck in amongst the, we've got a lot of pentacles here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups here. 5 cups is here. We also have a wand, and we have a bunch, or 2 swords. It feels like somebody here is trying to make a decision. Yeah. And I feel like it doesn't feel good to hold back anymore. Somebody here feels if they continue to hold back that something's going to break and they're going to have wasted their time. So somebody's about to stand up because it's time to do so. They have been in their head. There is somebody here. Look, it could be you, my friend, right? Could be you. Maybe you have a water sign in you. Maybe you got an air sign. Maybe a Scorpio, a Gemini. Maybe you're dealing with those signs. But it feels like somebody here is been stuck in the comfort zone, stuck in their head. I think it's the King. We've got, they're just going to say it. There it is, the Knight of Swords. Somebody is going to say something. And the word aggressive is in my head, but I don't think it's aggressive. Aggressive can have a bad connotation. Aggressive to me in this state, because we've got water next to it, we've got air next to it. It feels like somebody here has been worried or worrying about saying it out loud. Somebody's holding back their passion, holding back the passion they have for you, but they've realized that they've spent so much time in their head. And in this comfort zone is where they are in their head. They could be somebody who is an air sign, right? An Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. I got Gemini here a lot. That this person is just going to say it. They're going to say it because they're going to regret it if they don't say it. With this 5 of Cups being here, tell me why the 7 of Wands is here. How are they going to stand up? How are you going to view them when they finally do stand up, Taurus, or when they do finally stand up for themselves? What does it look like? Tell me about this. It feels like they've made a decision because the two swords are stuck in amongst all these pentacles here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pentacles. Tell me about the 7 of Wands. This is someone who practices their boundaries. We've got the 2 of Swords. Yep, decision's been made, friend. That's what it is. Yeah, we were talking about the 2 of Swords, and then it just pops out here in the reverse. Just all willy-nilly. Let's find out what else is going on. We've got the Strength card. One more. Got a lot of Leo energy here. I'm just going to say we've got the 8 of Cups. I feel like somebody has decided to walk away from holding back. They're finally going to say it. They've made the decision already. It's just that when they do stand up, it's going to look aloof and detached. I feel like somebody here is probably either in air energy or they are somebody who tries to disconnect from their emotions when they speak about things that make them nervous. I feel like it's a protection mechanism. It feels like they're trying to protect themselves because this 2 of Swords is somebody who's got the 2 swords over the heart. This person's going in blind. They don't know how you're going to feel about what they're going to say. But the Strength card is here, which tells me that this person that could be, they could have like a sexual sort of, they could have this feeling about you, right? I feel like they've been trying to hold that back. They've tried to hold back their passion. They've been trying to find the courage to come to you and stand up and tell you something in a kind of a detached way. They want to be honest and truthful, but I think that this person is just going to say it. They're going to speak truthfully because the Knight is holding that Ace of Swords in the hand. This is a truth bomb. That's what it feels like. It feels like a truth bomb is coming out here, Taurus. Tell me about this King of Wands. Tell me about this King of Wands. Why has the King of Wands been holding back? Why? We've got, because there's deep feelings. So you could also be dealing with a Scorpio. That makes sense. That Scorpio would be under the surface, right? Somebody who is not necessarily going to... Yeah, the Scorpio stare. Do you know what I'm talking about? Those of you who know, you know that a Scorpio will like stare a hole right through you. They're scanning you, right? Scanning you for information. And I feel like there's somebody here holding the 2 cups. I'm going to say they're holding back their passion. They're holding their emotions under the surface. But they know if they don't get out of their head and do something or say something, that they could lose all of this. That you will lose your respect for them because they won't look brave. They won't look brave in standing up for themselves. And so this person I feel here is finally, this decision is in the mind, understand, right? The 2 of Swords is in the mind, but the 2 of Pentacles is in the 3D. So we're putting some action behind it now. Somebody here is juggling, trying to stay in balance, trying to keep their emotions in balance, trying to keep their passion in balance here. And we have the Page of Cups. Somebody here is just going to say it. It feels like there is a new start, new beginning. You're going to be shocked. I think they're going to surprise you. I'm going to say, be a little bit forgiving, be gentle, because I feel like it's going to be a little bit clunky. Because when the Knight of Swords comes in, it's a little bit clunky, right? The Knight of Swords just sort of runs in the room, screams it at you, and runs out. It's terrifying. Gemini energy. It's terrifying. Tell me why this person has been sitting in this 4 of Cups. Because I feel like the comfort zone for the person who's about to stand up and say something is that they have, and this could be you, right? Is that the comfort zone is, I don't have to really manage my emotions when I'm in the comfort zone. It's stable. My emotions are stable. But the thing is that it can get very stagnant there. Very boring, very lonely. And so somebody here is in their head thinking, I've got to take this chance. So why has this person been in the comfort zone here, Taurus? We've got the Page of Coins. So they've been thinking about bringing something into the material world, giving a gift, giving an offer. Tell me more. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. So this is what they're holding on to. It does feel like somebody here has been in their head figuring out what they want to do. They want to give you a solid offer. So we've got the 3 Pentacles, that solid building, right? And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. It feels like somebody here wants to build something solid. They want to give you an offer you won't refuse. It feels like it'll come with a gift. A trinket, a gift, I could say maybe they'll buy you a drink or maybe they'll buy you a coffee or, you know what I mean? Like it feels like it comes with a gift. It may not be huge, but it feels like this person is like they can't let go of this wanting to give you some sort of an offer of some kind, no matter how small it is. This person is terrified. What have you done? Taurus, why are they terrified of you? Why are they terrified? Somebody here, well, you know, terrified is relative, but I'm going to say that they're worried. It feels like they're worried that their offer isn't enough, that you could say no, and they would have come out of their comfort zone for no damn reason. Why is this person in their head? Tell me why they're in their head. Eight of Swords. Oh, they've been hurt before. Yeah, The Cutting Crew. It's a song in my head right now. I've been in love before. I've been in love before, but the hardest part is when you're in it. This person knows that, see, I feel like they're comfortable viewing you from a distance, and the hardest part is when you're in it. This person's been hurt before, and I feel like it's almost like they just can't take one more swing, you know? It feels like this person is burnt out when it comes to their thought process, their thought pattern. I just don't know if I can do this. Like I'm exhausted with the overthinking. I think that's why they are coming forward. Somebody's about to make a really bold move here. And I think it is somebody who has a lot of attraction for you. Queen and King are both here. I think you two have attraction for each other, but I don't think you're going to see it coming. I think with the Queen of Wands having her back to the King of Wands, it feels like this person just needs to get out of the 8 and the 9 of Swords. And I think that they're releasing themselves from that by making a big, bold move. I think that this person is somebody who is burnt out from overthinking the situation. And they are going to stand up and say something. So I feel like it ends up being this is what they're going to talk about. Look, I just know that if I don't say it right now, I would regret not saying something. It feels like somebody's about to be really honest, but listen, they're on wobbly legs. It feels like they're on wobbly legs. They don't know how to say it. They're really being brave. The Knights are brave. This person's really being brave by showing up and saying something, because they think you're going to outright break their heart. They think that you're not interested, and maybe you're not, but it feels like they are thinking that you're probably just going to slam the door in their face and say, no, thank you. It feels like somebody here wants to talk again after a period of not talking. So it feels like it could be silence that you two are dealing with. And it could be because they were trying to make a decision or trying to heal themselves. Heal the heart. Could be the heart or the emotional state. I feel like this person, even if you say no, I don't think they're as concerned as to whether you'll say no or not, or maybe you're not as concerned as to whether somebody here will say no. I think that you're trying to be brave. Yeah, who's that? Hang on. I'm clairaudient, so sometimes I get songs that mean something. Say what you're going to say and let the words fall out. I want to see you be brave. I forget what her name is. Because there is no victory in silence. Yeah, there's no victory in silence here. So I think that whoever is making the move, whether it's you or someone outside of you, that they're not as concerned about you saying yes or them saying yes. I don't think that that's the concern. The concern is that I'm brave and I hit this milestone of being brave with my emotions, even though I feel like I'm going to get turned down flat. So somebody here is going in after having done a lot of emotional work. I feel like they're very hopeful that this is the end of the cycle and that we're beginning a new cycle of actually talking about this. We're beginning a new cycle of emotional sharing our emotions with each other, because look, we got the King and the Queen of Cups here. This is somebody that you feel very connected to or attached to, even when you're not in their presence. It feels like you are connected to them either way, but we've got water and fire, right? King and Queen of Water, King and Queen of Fire. So it's temperance. I really do feel like there is water and fire or temperance to me. So I feel like this is a really good match. Feels like we are very balanced and healed when we get together. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. I want to know what this person's going to say. Well, there it is. The Two of Cups is there. Ooh, there it is. Yep. So that's what they're revealing. They're revealing that they want to move forward here in a romantic way. So I could be talking about someone that you're not expecting to show up that shocks you because maybe this is somebody that you would consider to be a friend or a friend of a friend. I'm not talking about a bestie. I'm not talking about someone you grew up with. I'm talking about someone you met through someone else, or someone who is in your friend group or something like that. And I don't think you're expecting it, but I think that if you are someone who has some psychic energy, that you might feel that this person has had their eye on you for a while. Maybe you guys have had your eye on each other, but the sun next to the Two of Cups does tell me that somebody here is ready to reveal that they want to move forward here. And it feels like it hits the ground running. It feels like it's really quick. Like things start to move forward really fast. Like you go from, it's almost like you skip the whole dating stage. It almost sounds like emperors and empresses, because the emperor and the empresses, they're not out there dating this one, the other one, swiping on the apps. They're not doing that. They're looking for one and done. So it almost feels like somebody's been watching you, you've been watching them, our energies have been meshing, and it almost feels like somebody's just going to say it. And I think that's why they're on these wobbly legs. They're just going to reveal how they feel. Tell me what the outcome is here for Taurus. Tell me what the outcome is. Four of Swords, you're healing something with them. Oh, it's a new beginning. Oh, new beginning into a commitment, my friend. So it does look as though somebody here is going to make you a small offer. I think they want things to move forward quickly, though. I think they're pretty sure of themselves. The Hierophant's pretty serious about a commitment. Somebody here is pretty sure of themselves. They think you're going to turn them down, but they're coming in pretty sure of themselves, standing on business, and just saying it, just revealing their feelings. Or revealing, look, maybe it's look, can we just deepen this connection? Can we spend some time together to see? And I feel like, boom, you start seeing this person a lot, whereby maybe they weren't making time for you, or you only saw them when you saw the friend group, or wherever it was that you would see them. Maybe they're the bartender, who knows? Maybe they're the waiter, I don't know. But I feel like you're going to be all of a sudden spending a lot of time together. One last card. There it is. Somebody here wants to support you. They want to support you. They want to give you slow moving, practical love. It feels like, can we just move this slowly? It feels like someone wants to move slowly into a very high level commitment, is what it feels like. They don't want to be left out on the outside looking in anymore. No, look at that. No, they don't want to be left on the outside. They know if they don't say something, if they don't bring you back together here, if we don't get some balance and some harmony with us here, the Five of Swords being in the reverse is somebody's getting out of their head. They're no longer feeling like in this negative emotion, but they know if they stay on the outside looking in, that someone else is going to snap you up. I think that's what it is. And I think it's going to happen really soon, friends, because we got the fives, right? We've got the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So for me as a reader, when more than one five shows up, things like happen in a moment. So I feel like this is really soon. I'm going to leave this right here. Thank you, Taurus, for coming here and watching. And I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care, y'all, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.